Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. I know it has been an exceptionally long time since I've done a Star Citizen video that I'm sure some of you forgot that I exist, but that is mostly due to there being a lack of noteworthy news to report on in regards to the game, with the exception of ship porn, of which my thoughts have been made very, very clear in the past, and the Error 10003 debacle, of which my computer is caught up in, which is preventing me from reporting any news in regards to Alpha 2.4 to you, as I've not even had a chance to try it yet. Now, we're going to discuss a couple of things that were brought to my attention today, because thankfully some things did fall in my lap, and some of these actually warrant discussion. First, we're going to tackle a recent blow-up over Cloud Imperium's changing their terms of service yet again. Now, it's a little odd that this time they're catching flack for it. I mean, Cloud Imperium has changed their terms of service on no fewer than 5 occasions, and those are just the ones that I know about. Now, why is this one so different from the others? Well, the possibility is there for a few reasons. One, maybe those that raise a ruckus over such things just didn't know about it until now. Two, perhaps it's because Cloud Imperium didn't prompt people to re-accept, or it could be the anti-fanboys who are willing to pick apart anything that comes out from Cloud Imperium on general principle alone. Now, it's not exactly archaic and lost knowledge that games developers and publishers update their terms of service. It happens quite literally all the time. Hell, there are even some video games that require you to accept the terms of service before you sign into the game every time. So, could it be that simply lacking that foreknowledge that the terms of service were being updated? Is that what's upsetting people? Do they think they're being deceived? Well, you can understand why some people would feel that way. I know I was fairly incensed the first time I heard about it, but that was a fairly knee-jerk reaction, and I of course took the proper time to look at things with an objective eye and realize that, once again, this really doesn't matter. Now, the terms of service, and yes, this is the current version, explicitly states the following. Pledges made under previous terms of service continue to be governed by the corresponding clause of the terms of services or the commercial terms as applicable, which were in effect at the time of making the pledge, which basically means the one you agreed to is the one that stipulates to you. That is in the current terms of service, and for your reference, that is at the end of bullet point 3 in section 7, fundraising and pledges, so you can go look it up for yourself. So Cloud Imperium even explicitly states in these terms, it means if you have not agreed to these terms or did not pledge when this updated TOS came out, then it doesn't apply to you. Now, it's interesting why they would do that. That raises a lot of different implications. Unfortunately, I lack the aplomb, the general knowledge, the general legalese knowledge to be able to really delve deep into this with you guys and be able to make a lot of determinations, because I am not a lawyer, and I admit I have a hard time with legal speak and legalese, because it's just tedious to me. It really is. So I really can't delve too deeply into that, but a statement in the current terms of service like that basically means that if you did not agree to these terms of service, then you are bound by the terms of service that you did agree to. That's basically what that means, what that says. So I can understand why some people would get upset over not being notified. Yes, they're correct. Notifications should be sent out whenever there is a terms of service update. And I checked, and no, I never received one. And it is another example of Cloud Imperium dropping the ball in a very minor, yet kind of silly way. And it is simple things like this that should be very basic to a development company, and I hope that CIG takes a little bit more care when they perform future revisions, because believe me, there will be future revisions. It happens with video games quite literally all the time, and for minor language changes such as these, there's really nothing to grow overly concerned about. This was not a sweeping change to the terms of service. They were attempting to close some gaps, close some loopholes, make the language a little bit tighter. That's basically it. So there's nothing to come storming and trying to tear the gates down for. So just try to learn to relax a little bit, guys. It's not all going to be the end of the world. Okay? Now next, I want to discuss a recent post on the Star Citizen Reddit thread titled, "I just canceled my subscription." Now, the op writes the following. Hi, citizens. I am a longtime backer, November 2013. Subscriber since February 2015, and almost 800 pounds in the game, but today I canceled my subscription. I have a feeling that the game is on a good track, and based on Sean Tracy's reaction regarding PG and based on what last summer's leaks have shown, I'm pretty sure that we don't even see the tip of the iceberg, and this is exactly my concern. We don't even see the tip of the iceberg. Now, I have difficulties to understand why CIG draws the line where it is drawn now between showing stuff and hidden stuff. Hiding stuff, my apologies. I have been a subscriber for almost a year and a half yet, and the best jump point that I have ever had the chance to read was the very first one. The one showing how they designed and built and tuned Area 18 on ArcCorp, because it was a place and not a ship. Now, I understand that Star Citizen needs plenty of different kinds of ships if we want to feel that it is a breathtaking and living universe. I understand that even after release, they will keep adding new ships or revamping ships, and that it's the reason why they keep working on concept ships and releasing new ones, because it's a machine that is being started that will keep producing ships until the end of time. Now, I understand that we need several ships per role your character will be able to take, but where are the places? Where is Nyx? We saw a preview of it like 10 months ago. Where's Gold Horizon? I don't care about Star Marine module, but CIG said the map/station is ready. Why does CIG keep hiding it from us? Where is Shubin Interstellar Mining Station? I don't care if these places are unfinished. I pledged years ago knowing that it would probably take 4 to 5 years before being able to play the released version. But I subscribed so that CIG could share this kind of work. I don't care anymore about IFCS version 17.4, about the next concept ship, nor about the 4th revamp of the Hornet. I understand that we need all of them, but ships serve nothing if you have no place to come from and to fly to. It's been 2 months now that I've barely looked at ATV/Bug Smashers/10 for the variable, because they all look the same now, except when there's some Sean Tracy or Brian Chambers in it. And this is not what I subscribed for. I subscribed for them to share new things, which clearly isn't the case right now. I'm not tired of Star Citizen. I still play a lot of the baby PU, but I'm getting tired of the kind of non-content shared by Cloud Imperium with the community, and I just had to share this with you guys. Anyway, I'm ready for the downvote storm, but I still love you guys. And the downvote storm that the op was expecting never came. Instead, the post has been upvoted quite a bit, and floods of people have been posting messages stating their own opinions about the content or non-content being produced by Cloud Imperium and the op's take on things. Now, it's worth pointing out that he is in no way stating the game's current development is on a bad track, or he expects the sky to fall, the world to end, or any other nonsense, overblown statements. Quite the opposite, in fact. He simply says they're not communicating in a manner that he was expecting, and he has made a decision to no longer continue his subscription. And I applaud him for this, I really do. I myself have stated in the past that the vast majority of information coming out of Ben Lesnick and Sandy Gardner's mouths have been a massive dump of non-content mixed with no small amount of shit porn. And judging from the massive upwelling of support from the op, a lot of other people agree, including myself. Now, everyone knows they have purely ridiculous amounts of content stored away, some finished and some not. And the fact that Cloud Imperium has given no indication as to why they wouldn't be willing to share this content can be a bit worrisome. Is it because they worry about people getting hyped for something they won't see for a year or more? Well, they already have done that with multiple ships that they have sold for actual real-world money. Now, is it because Chris has scrapped so much of the content that they don't want us to see the wastebasket? Now, that would be fair. It would. Believe it or not. Chris has a vision of a glorious end-all be-all video game, and a great many people are hoping to do what they can to help make sure that vision comes to fruition. Now, seeing huge amounts of work thrown away would only serve to discourage people, and under those circumstances, I would probably do the exact same thing. But what about the stuff they're working on now? Now, again, this goes back to my arguments that Cloud Imperium should start treating their backers a little more like publishers and a little less like a bunch of ATM machines. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but Cloud Imperium's decision to play things so close to the vest are starting to wear on some people. The mass-produced hype engine of non-content that is the standard of around the verse, 10 for the whatever, and reverse the verse are beginning to wear thin for some people, and they're really starting to want more. Now again, much like the op of this Reddit post, they don't necessarily think or hope the game is going to fail, but they're starting to feel that their subscriptions aren't paying for and providing the type of content that they want to see. And I really do see that as a bit of a shame. Now, as I stated in my response, excuse me, I'm going to post this up here so you guys can see it as well. I can definitely understand where the op is coming from in regards to this. I have followed this game very closely since I first became a golden ticket recipient. A chance for another space sim from the person that brought us Admiral Tolwyn and Christopher Blair? Yes, please. However, this game has been met with setback after setback, coupled with poorly phrased and sometimes exceptionally unprofessional responses, coupled again with psychotic amounts of non-content in the form of what I have come to simply call shit porn. Now, so far this game has been overhyped and very under-delivered, which I know a great many people are going to jump to the defense with reasons why, but for those of you who know me, you know that that is unnecessary. I have always strived for fair and balanced views on all of my YouTube coverage of Star Citizen, sometimes calling them out of their shit, other times telling people to calm down and explain why a situation is no big deal. Fairness, honesty, and consumer protection have always been my phone going off, my apologies for that, have always been my goals. This is what seems to be the result of what I think a good deal of people are feeling, that not enough actual development is being shown. Yes, it's awesome when you get to see something legitimate that progresses Star Citizen towards something that can actually be called a game, such as 2.4. And it will be awesome when I can finally take a look at it, but right now I'm one of the many who are still having issues with the 10,003 error, such as life with pre-alpha. It is something to which is an interesting dichotomy with this company and its backers. They treat the backers like consumers, and in some ways I think a little bit more treatment like your backers community as your publisher would be a good thing, because that's exactly what it is, and a little more information about what's going on under the hood would go a long way for a lot of people. Now, I too feel the lack of enthusiasm the op is feeling. The only reason why I even watch the videos is because I have to for my channel in case there's something noteworthy, of which that is exceedingly rare. Here's hoping the op's words will be taken to heart by Star Citizen staff, but something in my gut doubts it very much so. And take that for what you will. I really do hope that the Star Citizen staff see this video and the Reddit thread and decide to up their game a little bit. It would benefit them, it would benefit the subscribers, and ultimately, it would benefit you as well. So, I feel I've probably talked your ear off enough about Star Citizen, boys and girls, so thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am SidAlpha, and I will see you next time. Hi there, boys and girls. Thanks for checking my video out. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even that subscribe button. Trust me, it works really good. Don't forget to share with your friends, and if you're interested in following me on Twitter and Facebook, the links for that are in the description down below. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in helping to support the growth of my channel, and the link for that is down below as well. And once again, thanks for watching and supporting my channel, guys. I really appreciate it.